Okay, it is... I'm not concentrating. I know which one it is. I already told you when we started, folks. We know which horse it is. We don't even need to look at the list. So I'm just wasting my time standing here looking at the list to rename Norseman. Okay, let's go to the other end. 1 second. Sorry folks, that's what happens when you get a teeny weeny bit distracted. So Norseman is the one that we're well aware of. I mean, we'd be able to spot Norseman with our eyes closed, wouldn't we really? Let's have a look at the other end. 1 second. Just trying to spot, I'm not sure if he's looking for Saturn or Uranus. Now the good thing is that we've got the gatesman heading out. Let's keep an eye on this fellow as he approaches. Oh, lady's flirting with the police. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure she just handed that officer her number on a piece of paper. Oh, well. Okay. So from boxman yesterday to gatesman today. Now it's making a lot more sense what the new Blues and Royals Corporal of Horse said to us in last week's video. One of the questions I asked him, and it's only because you guys had asked it so many times, is how do they determine who's in the boxes and who's not in the boxes? Now, until relatively recently, it will be determined based on how well the troopers were presented. That's been a popular conception on this channel, including by me, because we were told as much for as long as I can remember, pretty much since the genesis of the channel. However, that's no longer the case. It's no longer the case. Now, it's dependent on absolutely nothing. In other words, it's completely random. Morning, Chief. How's it going?
Very quiet today.
Quiet today?
Yeah.
You come from the palace or Wellington?
No, I've been up and down quite often.
Really? Yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot of tall booths up by the station, but along Whitehall, primarily, yeah, it's a bit quieter than I would have expected.
Been very quiet today.
So things pick up between now and the weekend there.
Hopefully.
Yeah, they will for sure. Good luck. Okay, folks, that's lucky. Get myself out of the way. Almost got caught out myself there, speaking with the Chelsea pensioner. Gosh, that would have been super embarrassing, awkward for me, wouldn't it? Imagine if I got shouted at, and she would have shouted at me because I would have deserved it, because I was too busy not focusing. So it really does and can happen, as you can see, to anyone and everyone here, including yours truly. Okay, right, the tunnel's clear. I can finally exit. Gosh, that would have been so embarrassing. I would never have lived it down. I know you're secretly hoping that I was chatting with him and that she'd tell me to get out of the way.
I was just about to tell you, to be honest, that you would.
No, but if that ever happens to me, post it anyway, because it'd be my fault. You know it would be my fault, and I wouldn't mind. I don't mind if it happens. Oh, little kid's waving at the guard. Look, super cute. Say hello, guard. I want to be like you when I get older. Okay. Yes, you heard it here, folks. If I end up in any of those awkward situations on anyone else's video, no problem. Why? Because I flipping deserve it. If I'm not paying attention, then I deserve to get in trouble. Aha. Now, luckily, the poppy seller, gent that he is, has found some people that want to buy poppy. Good to see, eh? So, Norseman, as I mentioned. Other side, let's find out. This end's now empty, so we should be able to get a nice picture. And the horse is like, come back. Okay, let's have a look. Which one is it? And we're pretty close, guys, to the changeover. I'm super interested actually now to see whether the other twin sibling is going to emerge into one of the boxes. I said we didn't even have a look at the chitsman. Damn it, I need to go back in the yard in a minute. Let's try and get an idea on this horse first. He's actually pulling, would you believe? One hoof in front of the other, almost like...
Inside.
Say again?
That green bit at the back. Oh, my photos.
Which bit?
You know, behind when you're standing there,
Yeah.
like so.
Oh wait, you mean like the algae fungus? Yeah, on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was surprised it isn't hosed down a bit more, to be honest. It wouldn't be too difficult to sterilise that and get it off.
When they refurbished this, I thought they...
Yeah, I would have thought they would have done that as well. But I guess it kind of makes it look a little bit more, Shakespearean with the, just like the oldie crooked sign. 1 second, folks. Let's have a quick look. It's a good point, actually, about the algae, isn't it, in the archway. I mean, I don't know if that could be detrimental to health, but... Okay, second. Let's try again. Sorry. Every moment I'm trying to focus on something, get distracted, and then we don't get what we need, which is the ID of the horse. Okay, this one's also crystal clear, the hoof lumber. So we're looking at Thor. Oh, sticking his tongue out and yawning at us. So Norseman and Thor. Thor, in fact, has been in many videos recently. He's made quite a lot of appearances. Just having a wander back into the yard. Because me wondering who might come out as the next boxman. However, there's a possibility. Oh no, okay, it's not. I was wondering if we had a repeat of last week. Last week, when I was standing here, on one side of the yard, Chitsman was a lady, and when I turned to the other side of the yard, just the same as today, Gatesman, also a lady. They haven't done that today. They haven't got identical guards on either side of the yard, which means there is the possibility of having a boxman, Gatesman, sibling duo. See if this guy's going to go into the temporary Starbucks. Morning. They've been waiting for you. They've been testing the archway, thinking, oh, the old trooper's not here today. We're going to go in before he arrives. Quite disappointed, actually, talking to one of the Chelsea pensioners. He mentioned that not a lot of people this morning have been buying copies, which is disappointing, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Disappointing to hear that, but let's hope it improves between now and the weekend, though. I think it will pick up. I mean, you've got a lot of copies. I mean, several.
Because they used to sell them on London Bridge.
Oh, you were selling the poppies on London Bridge yourself?
Used to. He left the new one.
Oh, well, look, can I show this in my video? That's very, very, very nice. 1 second. Folks, look at this one. It's a 2024 edition.
Yeah, this edition, yeah. D-Day.
D-Day poppy.
D-Day 62. I will always remember that on that day because I was evacuated to Cornwall and I was home when the B1 started.
Yeah.
So we went up the office and no, that's shut. From Southampton to Land's End, no one in, no one out.
Yeah.
I went back about 3 or 4 days after when I went over to France. And they all went over and D-Day.
The differences you've seen since then to now, I mean, it's just, I can't even begin to imagine. It's an extraordinary thing.
Well, when you're 91 years old, you get a lot of memories.
Yeah. I've always been surprised, actually, about how you are able to recall events so loosely. It's a remarkable thing. I hope that I'm the same when I reach your age, massively. Oh, missed this. So she just bowed in front of the guard. That was a lovely thing to see, actually. Wow, actually bowed.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that before. 1 second, let me ask her. Can I ask you a question? Did you bow in front of the guard?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, why? I'm not criticising, it's a wonderful thing to say.
Well, I know they can't talk to you, so out of respect, I bowed, yes. Yeah, I think it's a nice thing to do.
It's a wonderful thing to do. I mean, if
Yeah.
every tourist that visited here was like you, this place would be, heaven.
That's so lovely.
No, but no, okay, very, very rarely do we get people being respectful. And he could attest to that. He's 91 and sees a lot of people here.
I share 51.
Respect.
I share 51 to 53.
Yes.
Under King George, when the Queen is with us.
Queenie. Oh my gosh.
I come out just in time for
Respect
coronation
you.
and watched it on a 12-inch black and white television.
Yes, I remember those. I shouldn't say, but I remember those.
You're not old enough to remember those. Stop it. You know you're
You
not.
have to tell me about them.
Yeah, I've got a 55-inch telly now.
Oh, respect to you. Big respect. Lovely to meet you. Okay.
Really nice to see that. Where are you from?
I'm from London, actually.
You're from London?
Yes.
I assume you're a Commonwealth citizen, and
Say again?
I assume maybe a Commonwealth citizen, and your first time seeing this.
No.
We Londoners are never disrespectful. Come on, you know, okay,
we're
I mean
very
you and I
abrupt,
maybe,
aren't
but
we? We're very abrupt. So bowing isn't part of my culture. Caribbean.
that's what I think. You're not Japanese. I immediately assume she must be Japanese.
No, but I think it's just a kind of gentle person's way to show respect.
Massively so, yeah.
Culture you're from,
Yeah.
and I know they can't talk, so I respect I'm taking someone's image.
No, it's a great thing to see. No, respect to you.
This is the new copy out.
Thank you, guys.
You're so welcome.
My pleasure. Okay, so left the lovely lady there, who is, as she said, of Caribbean origin. I immediately assumed for two reasons. One, because of the bow, and also because of her glorious pink hair, that she might well be a Japanese mix, hence asking her where she's from. As she mentioned, bowing is not part of her culture, as it's not part of my culture. She and I are both Brits. Very wonderful thing to see. What a lovely lady. What an absolute inspiration she was, eh? Her good humour, friendliness, and now she's having a chat, as you heard, with the old trooper who's 91, bless him. He's got 7 poppies on his front. He showed us the brand new, glorious, amazing new poppy for 2024, the D-Day commemoration poppy. And I also popped a picture of that poppified sign at Westminster Tube Station on Instagram when I arrived this morning. So a lovely, positive, optimistic start, folks. Will it last? I mean, I don't know. Do I hope it lasts? Of course I hope it lasts. But there are no guarantees. Really nice to see them having a chit-chat. In fact, the old trooper and the visitors. Norseman's a bit like, hold on a second, why is he not coming to talk to me? The old trooper, that is. Folks, would it not be an amazing thing if there were a new bylaw that if you visit horse guards, you have to bow? The problem is that then we become a fascist dictatorship, so that wouldn't really work, would it? Voluntary bows, perhaps. I never really thought about that before. About the idea of bowing. It's not the first time we've seen somebody bow, but every other time we've seen somebody turn up and show their respect that way. Japanese, every time. We know it's a popular and intrinsic part of Japanese culture. And what a lovely thing it is too, actually. Trying to squeeze through, guys, go right around. It is quite buoyant here again, actually, a good number of people. However, just like yesterday, the majority are not getting super close. It's like a waiting area here for people who want to get their pictures taken. It's quite a nice image, actually. Brilliant group shot. Can they all fit? Possibly.
Ready? Everyone looking?
Very tempted to ask the entire group folks, Trump or Harris, but you know what, I don't want to spoil their day. So let's not go there. That was a superb group shot, to be quite honest. Really well done. At a respectful distance from the horse. Not that crowd control will be necessary today because the numbers are modest, but we've got the same stableman as yesterday. And yes, folks, she's always on it no matter what. Gosh, I'm almost sort of bursting with positivity after seeing that earlier. She's waiting actually in the yard now with her friend for the changeover, which I think actually we can just spy the clock. Look, it's roughly 2.5-3 minutes to noon, so perfect timing. And this time, when they've moved in a minute and this chap finished having his picture taken, we'll get in the middle and stand between the bollards. Second.
بس ما يبان. ايه البورتريه مو قاعد يبان. اوكي. بس اسمع. خلاص؟ خلاص؟
يلا بينا.
Interesting. I wasn't sure if that was that sounded a bit like Berber to me, folks. No? Pretty sure that wasn't straight Arabic. Arabic with a twist, I think. Maybe Berber. Horse is like, yep, that's definitely Berber. I served in the Atlas Mountains. So trust me, John, it absolutely is. Horsey, shake your head if it's Berber. Hello? Okay, good. Now we know. I sometimes wonder if they would never obviously understand my voice, but I think they've probably been exposed to it enough to be familiarised with it. He's like, yep, you're right.
So what you didn't tell?
I don't think we're going to get too many people going for pictures between now and the change, but we've only got a minute or so. Very curious to see who will come into the box to replace this trooper. There it is. Horse is like, yep. Time for the changeover. Somebody just told a lie. He said it rains every 15 minutes. That's not true. It rains every 10 minutes, to be quite honest. Okay, so here come the new horses. I don't want to go back to the stables. I want to do 2 hours today. Okay, they're out. There's the Lance Corporal. Just spot him through the box. Right, here they come. Don't get excited, folks. I'm pleased to be certain Ormonde's not even here. Okay, we've got, it looks to me, 2 gents replacing the existing 2 gents. Camera ready for the hoof number. Waiting for the nod. There it is. Oh, actually, no, it's not an all-male affair, folks. One of our absolute favourite troopers is here. On. 1 second. Horsey and trooper looking magnificent today. I think he's just cheeking around a little bit, so it's not easy to get a picture. We'll see. He's doing that thing he always does, actually, this one, being shy. Okay, that might need to wait. 1 second, guys. Let's get the number. Okay, let me move away a little bit, and I'll tell you which horse it is, guys. Gosh, it's that situation we had last week and I forgot to replace the name on the list. Remember when I said last week I was pretty sure that it was Nico? That's the name that's still put on the list for this horse. However, I'm pretty sure one of you said that Nico's number was reused. But like an idiot, I forgot to update the list. Let's see what happens in the comments today. If anyone remembers, folks, which number, which name was reassigned to the Nico's old number. So I'm pretty sure this is not Nico. It does match though, the number does match. Yeah, it's a perfect match as well. The hoof number is crystal clear on this beauty. In fact, I'll make sure that I update the list if one of you can drop their name in the comments. Should have done that before. This is the problem actually, dealing with copyright complaints and a million other things. You tend to forget to deal with the basics, in other words, keeping the list up to date. So apologies for that, folks. But the number is absolutely crystal clear. There's no doubt at all that it was Nico's old number. Actually, hold on one second. I'm just looking back to something that was written a few days ago. One of you mentioned that it might well be optimist. And that's funny because I myself am an optimist. The other option, potentially... hold on a second. I already emailed it to myself the other day. I've just found it. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I know which horse it is. It's Wombat. Wombers. Yeah. I wasn't entirely sure. And I remember having a massive deja vu moment then, standing in front of the same horse thinking, which one is it? It's Wombat. Apologies, guys. I'm going to actually put a note in my phone to add that emailed number to the list. Because the problem is, with the number on the hoof, the biggest issue that we get with the numbers is that 3s and 8s often end up looking very, very similar in the picture. And that's what's happened this morning, again. Anyway, mystery solved. Wombers. Wombers plus smiley Ukrainian tourist. It's okay, don't worry.
Gente, eu não tenho 5 anos, acho que você acredita.
An interesting mix here today, actually. Lots of Brazilians and Ukrainians. And no one from Europe. I guess finally, having missed so much score because of how long their holidays are, French, Italian, German, etc. Kids are all at home studying hard for exams. That said, folks, only a couple of weeks until the UK universities and European universities will break for Christmas holidays, typically first week of December. When we think about how fast June to November just vanished, it'll be here before we know it. The thing is, there are actually a lot of cameras here today, so I think that's partly why some of the tourists are being very hesitant to approach. Good to have a bit of a mix up there. We've got a 50-50 split then. So we've got the boxman here, a boxwoman here, and the gatesman, 2 female guards. And we've got the other boxman and the chitsman, 2 male guards. Very, very interesting mix. Very interesting mix. Speaking about glorious mixes, look who's back. The most respectful tourist of 2024. She gave another bow. How lovely is she? I think that'll be the first and last bow that we're going to see this year, guys, sadly. These until the summer months arrive, and we might potentially get a Japanese visitor. Okay, let's move a little bit. Key thing to avoid falling into the spammer trap is movement, motion. Who's at this end? Second hand turn up. Somebody told to get out of the box. You would not believe it, folks, would you, if this were not recorded in a single take.